In the world of fake news, you need to cite your resources so that people that are listening to your presentation know that you got your information from an accurate source. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to do it to where they can easily find that information. Okay, so how to cite a web article. So each of you guys pulled off a web article. No matter where you get your article, you always start with the author's name. Okay, the date of publication, title of article, but then it's unique to stuff you find on the web. You also need to include the name of the website and the URL. Now, our school uses APA format, so all the classes except for English and a little bit even in English, you're going to be using APA. Okay, this is how you cite things in the world of science. Now, in the world of literature, they use MLA. So in English, the English teachers are required to teach you MLA format, but it's pretty similar to APA format. All right, so let's go over how to do that now. The first thing you want to do is copy and paste these 5 things from the article you read. All right, so I'm going to do that now. I'm going to start with the author's name. Okay, now for this article, the author's name is right here. So I'm just going to copy paste it, Control C, and I have a document here. Start it again, Control V. All right, right there. Next, we're going to look at the date of the publication. Now, usually a lot of times the date's like right here near the top, so you can find it. Other times you have to go all the way down to the bottom to find it. Now for this one, it is right here, updated on May 28th, 2020. So I go ahead and copy paste that. Control C and put that here. Control V. So now I have the author and the date. The next thing I needed to find was the title of the article. All right, so that's always at the top. There's the title. Build your muscles, build your brain. Control C. Control V. All right. And then the 2 other things I need is I need the name of the website and then I need the URL. Okay, so I'm going to go over here. The name of the website is Attitude. So I'm just going to write that in. And last but not least, I need the URL. So I'm going to double click up here on the URL. The URL is up here. That's what this is called, the URL. The website name, that's how you get to the website. You Control C and Control V. Now, I'm not done because this is not the correct format. All right, so let me show you how to write this in the correct format. First thing you're going to look at is the author's name. Now, my name is Zebulon Allen Grom, and you would write it as follows. Grom, comma, Z for Zebulon, so it's first initial. So it's author's name, comma, first initial, period, middle initial, period. Now, if my middle name wasn't listed, I would just go like this and have Z period. But it is, so I'm going to put A, Allen, period. All right. So I'm going to do that now for my article. The name is John Ratty. So I start with Ratty, R-A-T-E-Y, and then comma, and then J. And there is no last name. The MD stands for medical doctor. Now, if there was more than one author, I'd put a comma after and then write the other author's name. So let's say I was also an author. Grom, comma, Z. Let's just say it's my last name. All right. But I'm not on there. So there's just one author. All right. So I have the author in. Then I put 2 spaces and I go to the step 2, which is the date. So what do we do for the date? Now for the date, August 20th, 2020, that's when I was making this presentation. I guess maybe it might be the 21st, 22nd now. I would write it differently than how you normally write it. You always start with the year when citing something because it's the most important part. You look at the year and you see it's from 1943, probably not worth reading, okay? Unless you're doing something about you're doing a history assignment. So 2020, this is very up-to-date scientific information. All right, then comma, then the month, and then the day. All right, and all of this needs to be in parentheses with a period at the end. So you can see here, parenthesis, year, comma, month, day, parenthesis, dot. So now I'm going to do that to the date. So parentheses, over the year, 2020, comma, and then May 28th. And then you put a parenthesis around it, and then you end it with the period. Now, that right there is great, but sometimes you can't find a date. You looked everywhere, you looked at the bottom, you looked at the top, there's no date. Okay, that happens all the time with web articles, especially. You put n.d. and that stands for no date. All right, but my article did have a date, so that would not be okay to do. So let's go back and leave that there. Now, next, we're going to look at the title. All right, so what do we do for the title? So for the title, here's an example. Healthy habits equal a long life. All right. For this right here, healthy habits equal a long life, I'm going to put it right out. It goes author, date, then title. All right. But I need to change it. And I didn't. I need to change it. You're actually going to take this title. You don't want to just copy paste it. You actually want to start with a capital letter and then get rid of all the rest of the capital letters. And the reason you do this is because you capitalize like sometimes the name of the magazine you're getting the information from. So this really tells you it's the title because the only thing that is capitalized is the first letter of the title. Now I'm not done yet. I need to end with the period. You always end your titles with the period. And then you also, titles always in italics. So to do italics, you come up here to the I that's sideways and then change it. All right. You get rid of the italics because the only thing ever italics when you cite something is the title. Now I'm going to go back and see what to do next. Last but not least, we have the website name. Now we're just going to pretend the website name where I got this presentation from was Grom's PE. All right, and then here is the URL. So you need the name of the website and the URL. All right, now when you do the name of the website, you do not italicize it and you end it with a period. So you can see this is italicized and this is not italicized. And then right here, I end it with the URL. All right, and there is no period at the end of the URL because if you put a period here and you clicked on the URL, it wouldn't take you to the link because the link doesn't have a period at the end. So you never put periods at the end of links. All right, so now I'm going to finish this. All right, the name of was attitude. And period. And last but not least, I'm going to just copy paste the URL. And I don't really care if you copy paste it. That way it's just like ready to go. All right, and then you have all the information you need.